Happy New Year, everybody! 2020 was easily one of the weirdest, most catastrophic years in the history of mankind. I honestly never thought I'd experience a global pandemic as severe as this one. If there really is a first time for everything, then the universe might have chosen one of the worst things possible. But I'm a half-full kind of guy. I prefer to look on the bright side than the dark side. And I guess one incredible thing that happened to me during lockdown was I became more interested in films. To be honest, 2020 might have been the most important year of my life, because never have I ever gotten so much time to explore cinema. And this year, I actually started writing my own screenplays. Now, don't be fooled by my undeniable wit and humor. My screenplays are still dog shit. But I'm glad that 2020 still gave me the opportunity to start writing something, which is, from what I've heard, the most difficult step to take for any aspiring screenwriter. However, that does not change the fact that this pandemic still sucked ass. The summer after my senior year was supposed to be a summer where I could travel and hang out with my friends and just be a free and rebellious teenager. But as it turns out, being a rebellious teenager during a global pandemic is not cool.
Because they're taking away our amendment rights, they're taking away our freedoms. I had to wait in line to come in the store, then they want me to put a mask like this. I'm healthy.
Anyways, I'm getting off topic. These are the movies that I watched in December of 2020. But really quickly before we begin, fuck 2020. While Mank is one of the more personal and unique and outstanding movies that Fincher has made, I'd still say it's also one of his least accessible as well as one of his least rewatchable. There isn't really an expectation that the viewer has seen Citizen Kane, but anyone who has seen Citizen Kane and knows about the history of the film will gain and appreciate so much more from Mank. The movie is technically brilliant. Not only does the cinematography capture the essence of Golden Age cinema, there are plenty of shots in Mank that are direct references to the cinematography of Citizen Kane. The sound design of the film also captures the essence and feel of 1940s cinema quite extraordinarily. Even though Mank might not be for everyone, it can be for everyone if you turn the movie into a game of Find the Bill Nye, cause he's in there somewhere. For the first two acts, I was genuinely enthralled and terrified. Run was remarkably fun, and then the third act comes in, a huge new reveal is, well, revealed, and the movie's believability starts to plummet. Honestly, a very disappointing ending. This movie is a childhood gem of mine. I actually remember replaying this movie every day as a kid when I went to Vietnam. Watching it now, it's still so much fun, but it's also really cheesy and it's littered with questionable editing choices and a ton of plot holes. Like, how did they bring King Kong back to New York? He definitely couldn't have fit on the boat because he's like twice the size of the boat. You're gonna tell me they dragged his 60-ton ass through the ocean? Fuck that bullshit. This is your typical rom-com. It's not terrible, it's fun, there's a good message in there, and Aubrey Plaza, will you marry me? Ladies and gentlemen, this just might be my favorite movie of the month. Somehow, someway, Krzysztof Kieślowski created an important movie about love that is honestly more relevant and applicable to today than 3 decades ago when it was released. Brilliant. For 2 hours, I basically had the opportunity to watch a man physically decay for his country and live to tell the tale. Good shit. This movie is a 5 out of 5, beyond reasonable doubt. If Carson Runquist ever decides to pursue a career in animation, I will happily buy tickets to see his movies. This is, I shit you not, Arnold Schwarzenegger's greatest movie. My ranking for the 6 short films that are found in this anthology film are as follows. Number 1, Parent Teacher. Dustin Hahn's performance is absolutely fantastic, and I found the character arc as well as the themes of this short to be very relevant and relatable to my own life. Number 2, Native Stand-Up. I just felt so sorry for John, played by Tatanka Means. Native American discrimination is obviously very real, and I love how Jim Cummings and Dustin Hahn decided to broach this issue in a way that balanced sarcasm and humor with genuine emotion and drama. Number 3, Corey Comes to Christmas. I can definitely relate to awkward family gatherings or the tension that arises from introducing someone you care about to your family. Annie Hamilton is awesome as the lead actress. Number 4, The Robbery. Ray Gray plays her character really well, but I just wasn't a fan of the fact that the protagonist was pretty much on her phone for the entirety of the short film. I think the execution is great, I just wasn't a fan of the concept to begin with. Number 5, The Stop. This is probably the most technically proficient and creative short film among the bunch, because the filmmakers were incredibly successful in showing so much with so little. And I mean that literally. The protagonist is sitting in her car for the entire time. The setting is very confined, but the filmmakers still show us a lot. One of the best drug trips I've seen on screen. Number 6, Marty Hart's Kate. This short film was probably a little too chaotic for my liking. It tries to balance way too much, and the ending was really corny and unbelievable. How have I not seen this by now? This short's a masterpiece. Submarine Sandwich was honestly more appetizing than fresh guacamole. I really admired the concept. The idea that a great length of time can be shown through film editing. The creative vision resembles that of Edgar Wright's. So much revealed in such little time. Listen, if you ever want to check out some quality short films, YouTube is not the place to go. No, it's Vimeo. That website is filled with great ideas that are just waiting to be unpacked. I was laughing quite a bit, not because this movie is funny, but because it is so fucking stupid. I can't believe actual adults contributed to the making of this film. There's literally a joke in the movie where Jason Sudeikis is staring at an ass that he really likes through a pair of binoculars, and then he removes the binoculars and oh, what'd you expect? There's a guy there instead of a girl. That is the level of humor that this movie goes for. Also Patrick Day singing.
Name. That's not my name. That's not my name.
Alan Rickman should have won an Oscar for this.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
I didn't expect to like it this much. But yeah, this is one of the most important pieces of art in like the history of mankind. Yes, this is the short film that inspired the feature film that you've likely heard of and maybe have already seen. I haven't seen it, but I just want to say that if there was a challenge that existed to see who can make another person shit their pants in 2 minutes, David F. Sandberg would win with his short film, Lights Out. I like the twist, but I mean, much of this short is just a guy talking dramatically. There isn't really too much substance here to work with. This short film, The Procedure, a short film about a guy who's kidnapped and used for a strange experiment where an ass literally farts in his face, like he gets fart in his face. This short film won an award at Sundance. What the fuck? Even though this movie was quite confusing and hard to follow along, I was still genuinely interested from start to finish. I love Kieslowski's yellow-red aesthetic, and Irene Jacob, is that how you pronounce her name? Irene Jacob. She is a badass. Indeed, what you've probably heard is correct. This movie is a mess, I shit you not. It is fucking nuts. But I still had a lot of fun making fun of and laughing at this film. In fact, 2.5 hours of laughing and making fun of this movie. So what more can I reasonably ask for from Wonder Woman 1984? Did I think this movie was gonna be as good as it was? Nope. In fact, Bad Education exceeded all expectations I had. What a fucking wild ride. And I mean that in the sincerest, most complimentary way possible. You might be disenchanted by the boring poster or the overly simplistic title of the movie itself, but I promise you, in this movie, shit goes off the fucking rails. Or at least that's how I felt. Everything about this film is phenomenal. Every setup has a brilliant payoff. There's a strong and unique sense of style to the filmmaking. The writing is incredibly witty and hilarious. I'm actually doubling down on that take, because there are some banging one-liners in this movie. Yeah, go see this movie. Anyways, that's it from me for the year of 2020. This is probably the biggest year that I've had for this YouTube channel. I think I've uploaded the most videos this year out of any other year. It's not really something to be proud of if I'm uploading like, I don't know, 4 more videos than I did last year. But, hey, I'm working on it. One of my resolutions for New Year's is to be better at uploading more consistently and uploading better quality videos simultaneously. So yeah, watch more movies, enjoy your life, look forward to 2021, have fun, stay safe, and obla di obla da.